Do you ever feel like you're constantly bracing for the next curveball that life may throw at you? Like just when you start to catch your breath, boom, something else hits. Within you lies an extraordinary power, an unseen strength that you can tap into no matter how chaotic or unpredictable life gets. Hi, my friend. I'm Kimberly. In this video, we're going to talk about how you cannot just survive, but truly thrive in uncertainty. Whether you're facing a career change, a relationship loss, a health scare, or just the mental fatigue of not knowing what's next, I want to show you that you already have everything you need inside of you to make it through. You're going to walk away from this video with real tools, mindset shifts, and a fresh wave of motivation to help you overcome obstacles, build your emotional strength, and grow even in your hardest moments. So if you've ever felt like you're drowning in the unknown or stuck in a fog, make yourself comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's talk about it. Have you ever looked at someone who seems unshakable and thought, I wish I was that strong? Well, resilience isn't something you were born with. It's something you build. Most of us assume that mentally strong people are just wired differently, but that's not necessarily true. What we see as strength is often just practice, habitually choosing to keep going even when it's hard. You've already built resilience in small ways. Every time you get out of bed when you didn't feel like it, every time you've had a tough conversation instead of avoiding it, every time you said, I'll try again tomorrow. That, my friend, is resilience. The problem is we don't recognize our own strength because we're so focused on the struggle. But those very struggles, they're training ground. They're literally building the muscles you'll rely on later. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Try asking, what is this building in me? That tiny question can change everything. Start noticing your small wins and recognize the strength you've already shown. That's how confidence grows. You don't have to feel strong to be strong. Just take one step at a time, and strength will meet you there. Before I go any further, if you like the content and topics that I share here, I would so appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. It would be such a great help in building a community of support and growth for so many people who need it today. Uncertainty isn't the enemy, it's the invitation. We often think of uncertainty as this big, scary monster. But what if uncertainty is actually an invitation? Think about it. Every major growth moment in your life probably started with a moment of uncertainty. You didn't know how things would turn out. You took a chance, you learned, and you grew. Uncertainty isn't the enemy. It's the starting point of transformation. Yes, it's uncomfortable. but it's also wide open. It means new possibilities for you. When everything else feels shaky, it's often because something new is being born in business, in relationships, even in your own personal growth. Nothing new happens without a bit of chaos first. The caterpillar literally dissolves in the cocoon before it becomes a butterfly. So, when things feel unstable, ask yourself, what might this be making space for? Next time you're in the unknown, try to see it as a blank canvas instead of a dead end. Be curious. The unknown is where the magic begins. If you're brave enough to stick around long enough to see it, your thoughts shape your reality. You ever notice how two people can go through the same thing but come out with completely different perspectives? That's the power of mindset. Our thoughts create the filter we experience life through. If you believe that everything is falling apart, you'll see evidence of that everywhere. But if you believe everything is always working out for me, even when I don't see it yet, your mind will find that truth too. This doesn't mean you ignore pain or pretend everything is fine when it's not. It just means you become aware of the story you're telling yourself. One of the most powerful tools during hard times is mindset awareness. Pause and ask, what am I making this mean about me? Is this thought helping or hurting me? What's better thought I can choose right now? Choosing better thoughts doesn't erase the hard, but it makes you stronger within it. You get to choose how you frame your experience. Even in chaos, you can reclaim your peace by shifting your inner dialogue. Start with compassion. Stay aware and gently guide your thoughts toward what's empowering. Your purpose lives in the pain. You might not want to hear this right now, but some of your deepest pain can actually reveal your greatest purpose. I know that sounds hard, but just hear me out for a sec. Most people who are living in their calling today, whether it's coaching, creating, serving, or leading, they all started with something they survived. Maybe it was anxiety, burnout, heartbreak, job loss, some sort of trauma, or even just feeling stuck in a life they didn't quite fit into right now. But here's the beautiful part. Pain cracks us open. It strips away what isn't real and shows us what actually matters. If you're in a place of hurt right now, ask, what am I learning about myself? How could this help someone else someday? Your story matters. Your healing matters. And someday, what broke you might be the very thing that connects you with someone who desperately needs to know that they're not alone. Let your pain fuel your growth. You don't have to rush the process, but know that everything you're walking through can be used for something bigger. There is purpose in the pieces You're not broken. You are becoming something brand new. You're not alone. You just forgot. In the middle of uncertainty, it's easy to feel like no one gets it, like you're the only one falling apart while everyone else is thriving. But that's not true. We live in a world that shows polished highlights, but hides the mess. So when you're struggling, it feels very isolating. And the truth is, so many people feel the same way. They're just afraid to say it out loud. One of the biggest sources of strength in uncertainty is connection. Talk to someone, join a group, watch videos like this one, read someone else's story. Let yourself be reminded you are not the only one who's ever felt this way. Community isn't just a bonus, it's a lifeline. Even if it's one friend, one mentor, one safe space, you really don't have to do it alone. Let this be your reminder. You are seen, you are valued, and you are never as alone as you really feel. Reach out, ask for help, be vulnerable. There's strength in that too. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to feel 100% ready. You just need to take one step, then the next, and the next. Inside of you is a strength that's been waiting for a moment like this. You are very capable and you are resilient. And no matter what comes next, you can thrive in uncertainty. This video spoke to your heart today in some way. I'd love for you to do two things for me. Drop a comment below and let me know, what's the one challenge you are facing right now? And what's the one thing this video helped you see differently? Subscribe for more weekly videos on how to grow through adversity, build resilience, and live a life filled with purpose, even in uncertain times. Remember, you are stronger than you think, and I'm so glad you were here today. You are truly not alone, so do go find your joy, and please watch my next video. Thanks so much for being with me.